What's up, folks? This is your favorite sorcerer, Aurelius Sopax, with a new video. And this message that I'm going to have to share with you is that you probably don't pay enough attention to your spirit, to spirituality, and your spiritual surroundings. Okay, but let me take a step back first and tell you a little story. And what I'm going to tell you actually happened today. Today I started my day as usual. I did my meditations. I fast in the morning, so I didn't have any food. Then I went into my yoga class. I take private yoga lessons. And I did that for about 90 minutes. And then I wanted to do some shopping. And as I was on my way to the store, my Tai Chi teacher called me. Now, this is a man I have an enormous amount of respect for. He's incredibly knowledgeable, incredibly wise. Yes, he might be, how old is he exactly? I think around 35 years older than me, but even then, his knowledge and wisdom is just so impressive. Okay, so I mean, there are a lot of 70-year-olds with a fraction of what this man knows, and there's hardly anything that I value more than wisdom in this world, for sure. Okay, so obviously I hold that man in extremely high esteem, and I learned a lot from him, right? So he called me and told me, Frank, you gotta come over here. You gotta come over here. I got a problem. I was like, okay, no problem. When my friends call, I'm there. Because that's the kind of guy I am. So I showed up at his doorstep, and he's like, come in. And then he started telling me about the problems that he's been having for the last week. Okay, his granddaughter was over, and she's been staying upstairs. And every single night in her room, some spirit was appearing. She would be woken up, had a nightmare before, and then she would see something, hear voices, and felt creepy things in her room. They had some sort of powder on the kitchen floor. And while they were all in the kitchen, that was a little bit later, probably around 10 p.m., they all heard laughter, the laughter of a girl, which was not his granddaughter, because she was there with him. And then footprints from an invisible being appeared in the powder. Okay, so shit like that has been happening for the last week in their place. And he's like, you gotta help me. What's going on here? I mean, he knows what I do, and he knows that I can deal with this stuff. So long story short, I got rid of it, rid of that. How would I call it? If I'd have to categorize it, I would say it was a demonic spirit of the dead, if you will. Yeah, I don't know if that's a correct category, but it was definitely a mischievous ghost. Okay, I got rid of that, and it should never come back again. If so, I just do it again. But usually, when I do stuff like that, they never come back. So maybe I'm gonna do a video at one point about how I did that, what I did, and whatnot. But this video is about something else. What I mean is that, and why I'm doing this video, we are surrounded, literally bathed in energy, in another world that exists parallel to ours, and is filled with spirits, is filled with energies, and is filled with sometimes friendly, more often not so friendly entities. And this is something that's bothering me. It's bothering me that people are just so oblivious to what's going on there. They are victim to the effects that are being caused on them by these spirits. People are depressed. People are angry. People are desperate. They suffer from issues, mental issues, physical issues, bad luck. And the list goes on and on and on. Arguments. Their life goes down the fucking drain. And they just don't know why. They just don't know why. Because nobody taught them. Nobody taught them about spirits, that this is real energy. Nobody taught them about how to cleanse their own energy. Nobody taught them the first thing about themselves. Isn't that funny? People go to fucking school forever. People go to fucking college, get fucking master degrees. And then they come out of school at fucking 27-year-old, 28-year-old, and they don't know jack shit about themselves. What kind of fucking education system is that? They poison themselves with food. They eat crap. They don't exercise. They don't know shit about themselves. They don't even know how to handle this body that they have. And then they call themselves educated. This is, it is just pathetic. It is funny, but at the same time, it's sad. So my message is this. Listen, you are a spiritual being. First and foremost, okay? Before anything else that you might think you are, okay? You're not your fucking job, you're not your clothes, you're not your fucking house, you're not your, I don't know what you drive, a fucking Lamborghini, a shitty fucking Ford, whatever. You're not that. You are a spirit that has an experience, is having an experience through a physical body, for fuck's sake. Okay, don't let me cuss too much in my temple. And you gotta pay attention to the energies that are moving inside of you and around you. Listen, you are more than anything an energy field. And this energy field, when it interacts with other people, might take on their stuff, their issues. Not only that, there are so many spirits, negative, positive ones. But let me tell you, if you live in a place where a lot of people gather, okay, any city, and places, if you go to places where there are a lot of people, such as malls, such as fucking any filled street, is gonna have a lot of spirits around. Pay attention to the environments that you go to, okay? Develop awareness. If you go to bars, what do you think, what kind of entities are going to be there? I'm not telling you to not go to bars. All I'm telling you is to fucking pay attention, because you might take somebody home with you that you actually didn't intend, okay? Some little leech, some little astral parasite, okay? Pay attention to the energies of different places, because different places have different energies and different spirits to them. How do you feel when you enter that environment? What does that environment do to you? How does your thought process change? How do your emotions change? Some people don't even pay attention. Like that's crazy. Some people even they fucking ignore that. I mean, how do you live like that? I don't even understand. Your body, your mind, your emotions are yours. And you can't let some fucking random spirit fuck with you. Once again, don't let me cuss here in my temple. You must take control over that level of your life. You must learn the only science there is, the science that everything derives from. Okay, any type of science came from the occult. And this is true knowledge of self. True knowledge of self. Learn about your energy. Learn how to cleanse your energy. Learn what energy is. Learn how to generate more energy. Learn how to cleanse your mind. Learn how to eat the right things to keep your mind and energy and body vitalized and full of energy, prana, chi. Learn all of that, how to protect yourself. Learn a little bit of practical spirituality where you can get rid of a negative entity if it's bothering you. I mean, how many people, I get that so, well, I recently stopped doing spiritual services for people, and I'm not going to come back doing that. But look, there are so many people that have legitimate spiritual problems, you know, and the cause is spiritual, but it's showing up in their life in all kinds of situations, okay? Problems with money, problems with their spouse, problems with this and that and this and that. And you got to understand that there are many, many, many negative spirits that thrive on that type of energy. They love to fuck your life up. And you're just running around without a spiritual immune system. This is, it really bothers me, man. It really bothers me. Okay? It really bothers me. So, my message is this. Learn about your true self. Develop and acquire true knowledge of self. Your spirit, your energy. And you live in a spiritual world. The physical world is a fraction of what actually exists. And it's actually just condensed energy. It's an illusion. It's Maya. Okay? So, if you want to take control over your life, you must include spirituality. You must include spirituality. Now, let's come back to a definition of what taking control over your life actually is. What does it mean to live a fulfilled, happy, and prosperous life? It doesn't mean to be a fucking celebrity and to have whatever, all these materialistic things. Materialists, I don't have a problem with them, okay? I have a shitload of materialistic things myself, okay? And I do have stuff, okay? And resources. But the point is this: if you think that like resources and money and material stuff is the object or the goal in life, you are really fucking yourself up. I'm telling you. I guarantee you, okay? And at one point you're gonna realize it. You're fucking yourself up. How many of these celebrities that supposedly have everything are just, they're just collapsing inside? You see? Now, of course, a lot of other people are too, and they're not celebrities, so it's probably preferable to be a rich and famous celebrity and to collapse on the inside than to be a fucking homeless person and be collapsing on the inside. But the point that I'm making is this, man. Regardless of what goes on in your life, you must first and foremost take care of your spirit, of your soul, your energy. And I guarantee you, if you don't have a practice like this, if you don't take care of that part of yourself, you are suffering. I don't even have to tell you, you know it. Every moment of every day, you're fucking suffering because you feel like you're cut off. Nothing's working out for you. You just can't be happy. Just can't be happy. You do this and that and this and that and this and that, the next goal, the next goal, the next goal, the next goal. And it never satisfies you. And I'm telling you, it's because you have lost connection to the greater whole. You are a child of the universe. You're connected to it. You're supposed to feel that connection. You're supposed to have that connection. You're supposed to be one with the whole. And you're supposed to build a heart and body connection with the forces all around us that make up reality, foundations of reality. And unless you do that, nothing in this world is going to satisfy you, because it is an illusion. Now, do you have to do that? No, absolutely not. You have free will. You have free will. You have free will. 100%. You can be a Wall Street banker all your life and all you care about is more digits in your account, hookers, and cocaine. That's free will. You want to experience separation? You can enjoy the suffering of separation. However, if you want to live in harmony with the universe, if you want to express the divinity that is within you, and from that place create everything that it is that you want, to be truly happy, to be truly blissful, and be able to protect yourself from the attacks from the outside. I'm not talking about people putting curses on you. I'm talking about the world as it is. 3D Earth has so many spiritual influences all around us. And you gotta learn to protect yourself from them. You gotta learn how to deal with them. And unless you do that, you will never be free. You will never be free. So this is my advice. This is my advice. Subscribe for my free newsletter below. There's in the description. There's a link. Every Saturday, you're gonna get a new newsletter with applicable, high-level, magical, and occult information that you can use in your own practice. Okay. Also, I recommend that you sign up for Magic Mentor, which is daily teachings. You will receive daily teachings about witchcraft. I will take you into my life, into my temple, and then I will show you how to actually do magic, how to actually become a magician. Now that takes training and that takes mentoring. And I offer that for pathetic, measly $40 a month. Okay, so that's $1, a little bit lower or a little bit under $1.40 a day. Okay, less than a cup of coffee for your spiritual health and spiritual prosperity, spiritual aliveness. And everything comes from spirit. I guarantee you, everything worthwhile, everything desirable, everything meaningful comes from spirit, because this is what we're going to return to, and this is where we came from. Find both of those links in the description, and if not, who cares? This is an offer. I don't need any of that, but I'm offering to share my knowledge with you, because it honestly bothers me that people are suffering because of a lack of knowledge. Because of a lack of knowledge. There could be these potential powerful beings are being fed on, and they're just suffering, going through life ignorant, not knowing what's going on. It doesn't have to be that way. So if you want to change that, if you want to improve, if you want to learn how to actually become a magician or a spiritually powerful being, go to the links below this video. With that being said, talk soon.